This is one of the worst trends I've seen on Instagram this year: geotagging secret locations. They use Google Earth to give out GPS locations and specific directions to all of their followers who are too lazy to find places on their own. I know what you're thinking. Mike, everyone deserves to enjoy these beautiful places. Stop gatekeeping. No, not everyone deserves to enjoy these sensitive places. Do you think that this person who did this, or this person, or these people deserve to enjoy these secret locations? Hell no, they don't. These social media influencers aren't doing this as some sort of public service or to help others get out and enjoy nature. It's a self-serving attempt to gain followers and likes. That's it. Now, what this leads to is things like overcrowding and overuse of certain natural areas that can't handle the amount of people that it attracts. Now, for example, if an influencer shares a photo of a beautiful, relatively unknown waterfall on Instagram, there's hundreds or even thousands of sheep that are gonna flock to that location in hopes of taking the same exact photo. Now, I have seen the consequences of this. I think we all have. But by making people do just a little bit of work and a little bit of research to find these places, it keeps out the lazy people. It's the same type of laziness that causes these same people to leave their trash on the ground. And the people that trash these places, they carve their names into rocks and trees. They vandalize these sensitive areas. These people do not deserve to enjoy these places. Now, I know what else you're thinking, but Mike, somebody told you about this place you visited at some point, and you're right. I've had photographer friends show me a cool spot, or I've had somebody send me a message, or I've sent a message to local photographers if I've never traveled to an area. Doing this is not the same as broadcasting GPS locations to the masses. Now, I have spent countless hours crawling over Google Maps, searching niches like outside of my photography niche, like hiking, backpacking, even off-roading blogs, looking for cool locations to visit. But just that little bit of work, that little bit of research, it keeps out the lazy people. The lazy people with lazy attitudes and these lazy behaviors. So what follows after this is these big influencers, they share these locations, and all the wannabe influencers, they just like to copy what those people are doing. They see the engagement of these posts and they want that ever so valuable social media attention. So you're probably wondering, is there any upside to geotagging secret locations? And the answer is not to the place itself. Nothing good can come from this. The only upside is to the selfish influencer that posted it. The result is an influx of people. And with that influx of people is an influx of stupid, lazy people that don't care about these places. What about the people that don't litter or vandalize? Well, what you need to realize is it's just more than that. Many of these spots are protected areas, or areas that are home to maybe endangered species, or somehow they're sensitive to too much traffic. Now, lots of these famous locations have the infrastructure set up to handle thousands of people. There's enough walkways, enough railings, enough trash cans, enough bathrooms, and staff to keep the place safe and clean. But that's not the case for most of these new locations being shared. Generally speaking, these influencers, they're too lazy themselves to learn how to visit these places in a respectful manner. So there's zero chance of them being able to educate their sheep who follow them on how to visit places respectfully, which not only puts the place in danger, it can potentially put the sheep in danger following them without knowing all the potential hazards. How do we fix this? How do we protect nature from the idiots? First, try to educate the people on the consequences of this type of behavior. Now, some of these influencers sharing this stuff, maybe they just don't understand the correlation between their actions and their consequences. 2, be nature's steward. When you're out, be a good example. Pick up trash you see out on the trails, and of course, share this video. Now, there is going to be hopefully just a small percentage of these creators out there that truly don't care. They're only concerned with the likes and the follows and making money from their audience. For these people, maybe stop supporting the brands they work with, stop following them, and let them know why. The only way they change their behavior is by losing the one thing they care about: their money and their followers. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's start to make a difference.